Okay, so when you're ready, come down to a comfortable seat, crossing the legs, sitting up a little taller. And we'll start with the fingertips by your sides. Big inhale, we're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling and turn the gaze up to the ceiling as well. Lifting up out of the hips, growing tall. And then exhale, arms come down by your sides, bring the chin to the chest. And again, just like that, inhale, reaching up, looking up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms float down by your sides, chin to chest. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, leave the arms by your sides now. If it's more comfortable in your lap. I'm just going to look or turn the head from side to side. So feeling that length down the side of the neck as you go. Moving really slowly. Breathing deep. Good, just evening it out. Great, and then come forwards onto tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, fingers spread wide. And I'm going to inhale to draw circles with the body. So reaching the chest forwards. And then exhale, rounding down through your left hand side, sitting back towards the heels. So inhale. Circling the chest forwards up your right. And then exhale, circling back. And again, inhale. Matching the movement to your breath. Exhale. Carry on at your own pace. And if there is anywhere that feels a little bit sore, anywhere that you want to hold or work into, feel free to add any movements into this sequence. Good, and then just evening it out, so circle the other way, working out any clicks, creaks. Perhaps one more circle. Come back to stillness, step the legs together. We're going to sit back on the heels. Take the arms by your sides, Balasana, child's pose, forehead comes down to the mat, chin to the chest. And we're allowing the shoulders to round. Close the eyes. This is a nice opportunity to deepen your breath. Think about sending the inhales towards your stomach. You can fill the lungs, fill the torso, fill the back of the body with the inhale. And then exhale, release. Let everything rest a little heavier. Feel the forehead resting down into the floor. One more breath here. Good, inhale, roll up through the spine, open the eyes, we'll come back to tabletop position. Ready to tuck the toes under and lift up to a downward facing dog. We won't be here too long, but feel free to find some movement if you like to. If not, we're lifting the hips up and back. Breathing deep. Feeling the neck long, shoulders relaxed. Using the exhales to allow the heels to grow that little bit heavier and the chest to move towards your thighs. One more breath. Good, walk the feet up to meet the hands. Meeting in a forward fold at the front of your mat, feet together, fold forwards. Inhale, roll up through the spine nice and slow. Press through all corners of the feet. And let the head be the last thing to lift. Good, so feet are together. And we'll come to this Tadasana mountain pose by lifting the toes. And then one at a time, see if you can place them down to your mat. So spreading the toes wide. Engaging the legs. Loop the shoulders down the back of the body, feel the neck long. Good, inhale, reaching up. We're going to interlace the fingers, but let the first two fingers and thumb be together. Inhale, find length through your spine, lift up out of the hips. Exhale, bend to your right, so side body stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, folding forwards. Interlace the fingers behind the back and we'll reach the hands up and overhead. So you could either have the palms closed together or you might square the wrists, depending how tight the shoulders are. Breathe here. One more breath. Good, release the hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back, lower the left leg. We're going to be in our lunge. Good, and today we're going to reach the hands up to the ceiling. Still got that activation at the core. Relaxing the shoulders. Breathing deep. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come together down to the heart center. So thumbs at your chest. One more inhale to find length, and then exhale, twist to your right. We've got the left elbow coming to the outside edge of that right knee. Gentle twist, breathing here. One more breath. Good, release back to center, hands down to the mat. Tuck the back toes under and we're going to step the left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, reaching back up. Exhale to standing. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, reaching up. Interlace the fingers, first two fingers and thumb pointing up. Inhale, find length. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, fold forwards. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Reach the hands up and overhead. Couple of breaths here, creating space across your chest, shoulders, as well as starting to lengthen out the backs of the legs. One more breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Lower the right leg. Coming back into our lunge, reaching for the ceiling. Lifting up out of your hips. Softening at the shoulders. One more breath. Hands come down to the heart center and we'll twist to the left this time. Right elbow can come to the outside edge of that left knee. Breathing here. One more breath. Release, hands down to the mat, left foot steps back. I'm just going to swing the legs over to the side so you can come through a seat and then down onto your back. Great, from here we'll bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. And we have lots of options for where to place your arms. So you could have the hands face down by your sides. You could rest them on your stomach. Or you could sit on the backs of your hands. Another really nice option if you have it is if you have a wall, feel free to put the legs against the wall. It's really nice and restorative. Once you're comfortable, close the eyes. Just letting the blood flow the other way. See if you can soften now in the body, so at your stomach, at your jaw, at your shoulders. If you need a gentle bend at the knees, you can take it. Another nice option would be to place a cushion or a block under the hips as well. 2 more breaths here. Good. So we'll extend the left leg out long and hug the right knee in towards the body. So squeezing the knee in. You might feel a gentle stretch at your hip. One more breath. And then we'll start to guide the right knee over to your left hand side. So moving into a supine twist. Arms come out into a T shape, palms face down, and turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Although you might like to close the eyes completely. Breathing into the twist. Imagining your right knee and right shoulder growing heavier, moving towards the floor. One more breath. And we'll take it back to center. Good, just switching over. So right leg extends out long, left knee is hugged in towards the body, and we'll pause here first. Really reaching that right heel down towards the bottom of your mat. Breathing deep. When you're ready, guide the left knee across the body over to your right hand side. Arms come out into a T shape. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder, either softening the gaze once you're here or closing the eyes completely. Feeling that opening across your shoulders, your chest, that twist through the torso. Breathing here. See if you can let the whole body relax, grow heavy. One more breath. And we'll slowly come back to center. Good. Let's gather both knees in. Hug both knees into the body. Squeeze them in. And then we'll extend both legs out long. From here, let's move the hips over to the right hand side of your mat. Feet shuffle over to the bottom left corner and the shoulders to the top left corner. So we're creating this banana shape with the body, reaching the arms overhead, left hand holds on to right wrist, and you could cross the ankles if that feels nice. So you're in control as to how deep you make this stretch, or you might keep it really gentle and a subtle movement. Feel that length running down your right hand side. Breathe deep. 3 breaths. Finding stillness. 1 more. And very slowly come back to center. Take a moment in stillness before we go to the second side. Notice any sensations that have occurred in the body. When you're ready, hips move over to your left, feet to the bottom right corner, shoulders to the top right, arms reaching overhead, right hand holding onto left wrist now, and you could cross the ankles, although you don't have to. Find a variation that feels good for you, and then rest here. Maybe closing the eyes completely. One more breath. And come back to center. And crossing the legs if you need. Coming into a comfortable position on your back. Taking any adjustments you need. Maybe grabbing a jumper or a blanket if you need to. And eventually closing the eyes completely. And come back to your breath. Feel the breath entering and exiting out through the nose. Feel the belly softly rising and falling with the breath. allow your exhales to relax the body, softening through every part of the body so you can rest a little heavier down into the ground, into the mats. And now feel the body completely supported by the ground underneath you. Feel the points of contact between yourself and the mats. Feel the clothes against your skin. And just taking in the sounds around you. The sounds that are close, the sounds in the room. Maybe you can hear a clock or a pet. And then noticing the sounds that are further away, happening elsewhere in the house, outside the window. And allowing these sounds to wash over you. And then we'll come back to the body. Feeling the body resting heavy against the floor. And as you feel ready, you could bring some gentle movement back to the fingers and toes. Working up through the arms and legs. You could take a big stretch overhead. And come over onto one side of the body. If you can, keep the eyes closed for a moment longer. And very slowly, carefully come back to a seated position. Crossing the legs. Taking a final moment here, noticing how you're feeling, or just sitting with the breath. When you're ready, take the hands together at heart center, open the eyes. Namaste.